Khelif was accused of having XY chromosomes and therefore not being a real woman. The problem with that is that Khelif was assigned female at birth, lives her life as a woman, identifies as a woman today. She is not trans. She is not intersex. She has never been anything except female.
Okay. So he's made the claim in the past directly that she's not intersex. Now, new information has since come out since he made this video. I don't know if he's ever corrected himself whatsoever.
Wow.
I'm skeptical.
This kind of disinformation out there on the internet. Oh my God.
Because about a month after he made that video, the website Redux, which is obviously, not exactly the most unbiased source of information, but Redux had this article. It says Algerian boxer Imane Khelif has XY chromosomes and testicles, according to a French Algerian medical report. Okay.
Testicles, huh?
Yes.
Just like every real woman.
So let me, like the improved women, right? So let me read this article here. It says a shocking new development has emerged in the case of the Algerian boxer Imane Khelif after a French journalist, so not a Russian, a French journalist reportedly gained access to a damning medical report revealing Khelif has testicles. The news comes months after Khelif seized a gold medal in women's boxing at Paris Olympics. The report was drafted in June of 2023 via collaboration between the Kremlin Bictre Hospital in Paris, France, and the Mohamed Lamine Debagine Hospital in Algeria. So we have a hospital in Paris, France, and a hospital in Algeria, okay? Mm-hmm. If you want to talk about, whether you're going to trust the sources. Drafted by an expert endocrinologist, Somaya Fedala, and Jacques Young, the report reveals that Khelif is impacted by 5-alpha reductase deficiency, a disorder of sexual development that is only found in biological males. The genetic abnormality influences the normal development of a child's sexual organs. At birth, male babies impacted by 5-alpha are often incorrectly assigned female due to the presence of deformed genitalia. So we have an actual situation. You know how they always talk about your doctor assigned you the wrong sex at birth? Yeah, so now we have an actual situation of a doctor assigning a child the wrong sex at birth because they had this disorder.
Right.
This disorder development typically becomes apparent by puberty when 5-alpha adolescents begin to experience signs of masculization, such as muscle growth, hair growth, and absence of breast tissue development or menstruation. Without access to a proper clinical examination, males with 5-alpha may incorrectly believe they are female into adulthood. At the end, by the way, I think that basketball player probably has this exact same disorder.
Brittany Griner?
Yeah. At the end of October, French journalist Djaf Ait Adouya obtained a copy of a thorough physical examination that was conducted on Khelif in order to verify the presence of a disorder of sexual development. According to Adouya, the clinical report reveals that an MRI determined that Khelif had no uterus, but instead had internal testicles and a micropenis resembling an enlarged clitoris. A chromosomal test further confirmed that Khelif has an XY karyotype, while a hormone test found that Khelif had a testosterone level typical of males. Adouya also noted that doctors suggested Khelif's parents may have been blood relatives. Well, I didn't know that. That's fucking crazy. My God. Jesus, what's going on in Algeria? What the hell are you guys doing over there? Oh, my God.
Oh, man, just drop that bomb in there.
Yeah, Jesus. The report concludes by recommending Khelif be referred for surgical correction and hormone therapy to help him physically align with his self-perceived gender identity, and adds that psychological support would be required because the results had caused a very significant neuropsychiatric impact. What's interesting, it sounds like what they're saying is that the report was actually sympathetic, saying that they should get trans surgery and give them female hormones so they can identify as a woman better or something.
Right.
This report coincides with the earlier admission by Khelif's coach, George Cazorla, that the Algerian boxer had been subjected to an assessment at the Kremlin Bictre Hospital after being disqualified from women's boxing by the International Boxing Association in March of 2023. In an interview from August, Cazorla tepidly conceded that the endocrinologist had determined there was a problem with Khelif's chromosomes at the time, despite the fact that Cazorla insisted that Khelif should still be allowed to compete against females. Cazorla also stated that Khelif was placed on testosterone suppressants following the 2023 medical assessment. However, the International Olympic Committee has not submitted athletes to chromosomal testing since 1999, and at the Paris Olympics, the only requirement to participate in women's boxing was to have a female sex marker on legal documents.
Wow.
So this is also what's annoying about their video. So they're like, "Oh my God, the Olympics, they did their things, they didn't find anything." It's like, no, if you actually looked into it, the Olympics did no test whatsoever. They refused to do any tests,
Right.
which I would question why they wouldn't do a test. You think a legitimate sports organization, if this became this big controversy, they'd be like, "Oh, well, let's just do a chromosomal test just to put it to rest one way or the other," right?
Right.
But no, because
they can't because of social pressure, obviously.
I know. Yeah, obviously.
The person, however they identify, is how they are. So how dare you imply chromosomes make up whether you're male or female?
Right.
You bigot.
I know. It's just so ridiculous.